All right, so today we're going to be reading the book Planting a Rainbow by Lois Ehlert. And as you are listening to the read aloud, I want you to see if you notice things that are similar in this book to the other books that we have read by Lois Ehlert. And after the read aloud, we'll go through and I'll go over some things I noticed, and I want you to see if you noticed the same things. So remember what we've talked about so far. Your job as we listen to this story, see what you notice that is similar. So this is Planting a Rainbow by Lois Ehlert. Every year, Mom and I plant a rainbow. In the fall, we buy some seeds and plant them in the ground. We order seeds from catalogs and wait all winter long for spring to warm the soil and sprout the bulbs. Then it's time to go to the garden center to select some seedlings. We sow the seeds and set out the plants in soil and watch the rainbow grow and grow and grow. We have some red flowers and orange flowers and some yellow blooms. We grow something green and some blue flowers and some purple flowers too. All summer long, we pick them and bring them home. And when summer's over, we know we can grow our rainbow again next year. All right, so it says, looking closer at Lois Ehlert's books, how are these three books similar? So you'll remember that your job was to think back as we read and see if you noticed anything that these books had, or this book had in common with books that we've read before. So I have the cover of Planting a Rainbow, which is what we read today, Eating the Alphabet, Fruits and Vegetables from A to Z, and then Fish Eyes, the counting book that we read during our numbers text set. So we're looking at how are these similar? What do we notice that the illustrator chooses to do that's the same? So one thing you might have noticed is that she uses labels right next to the pictures. Think about how that helps the reader. I look at this, I say I want to know what kind of flower that is. Right there it says daisy. Here, huckleberry. I also noticed that her books have predictable orders. We know when we predict, it means to guess or to know what comes next. So here we had the order, it was in color order, rainbow order, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. In this one, our book yesterday, we had it in alphabet order. And then in Fish Eyes, I put 2 of the pages up. It was in number order, it counted on. So we can think, we know that when we were looking at the letters before, that was helpful to us because it helped us with our uppercase and lowercase letters we said yesterday. With Fish Eyes, that helps us with counting. With our book today, that helps us with the rainbow, the colors in the rainbow. So she's not only just teaching us about the things themselves, but she's also teaching us how to count, teaching us our colors, teaching us about our letters. We've talked about the pictures. I see they're all very colorful. And like I said before, all of her books so far that we've read help the readers learn. And they help the readers learn about a lot of different things. So now for your responses. I put a couple activities that you might choose to do. And you can do one of them, you could do all of them, that's up to you. So the first thing I have here, it says planting a rainbow. So here, just like yesterday when we found pictures in magazines, maybe you have those same pictures. Maybe you have a different thing with pictures of food on them. But this, it says sort. So if you find pictures, if you have them, sort them by color. Maybe you glue them down. Maybe you find things in your house. If you have a play kitchen, you could take those foods and sort them by color, just like in planting a rainbow in color order. The next thing it says write. So my question is, do you have a garden? If yes, what do you plant in your garden? So write about your garden. And if no, what would you plant in your garden if you had one? Would you plant vegetables? Would you plant flowers? What kind? And you can use those resources, those books, to label them, to come up with ideas. And then the last thing it says create. Use recycled papers to make your own collage. So this one I actually made yesterday. And all of this, just like my papers before, are pictures from old magazines and ads. I get them in the mail, so I have them. If you don't have them, then you won't do this. But recycled papers, we know recycled means to reuse or to turn it into something new. And today is actually Earth Day. So this is a perfect example of one way that we can recycle instead of throwing away or just tossing out our magazines or our coupons or flyers. We can turn them into something new. Or you could plant a seed. Or you could go on a walk if it's nice out and find different types of flowers, different types of plants. But do something exciting to celebrate the earth and what's going on in the book. And it just says Happy Earth Day. I'll see you tomorrow. See you later, ladies.